episode of Off The Script, number 155, part number 2, for your Saturday, February 4th, 2017. I got news on WWE punishing Ty Dillinger for his Royal Rumble performance. Are you fucking kidding me? What the hell is going on with that? I got the latest on the Perfect 10. Also, Tommy Dreamer nearly loses his eye in a freak accident. What the hell happened there? We're also going to talk about that. Also, some possible good news on the injury to Seth Rollins. What is the absolute latest on the architect, Seth Rollins? Also, we got news on if Rollins is injured, that could potentially set up another huge match for Triple H at WrestleMania 33. What is it, and what does WWE have planned for the game? Also, no solid plans for the lunatic fringe Dean Ambrose at WrestleMania 33. What is WWE thinking about Dean Ambrose as they head towards WrestleMania? Also, WWE has indeed contacted Lita for a potential match with Charlotte at WrestleMania 33. Also, we got news on WWE downplaying John Cena's historic title win for a very specific reason. All this plus so much more right here on episode 155 of Off The Script.
JD from New York, 206. It's time for Off The Script. Big Show and Ryback, Strowman and Roman. Get off my fucking TV and save me the misery. And all you fucking goons, just grab a cold beer. The man of the hour is finally here. JD from New York, 206. It's time for Off The Script. JD from New York, 206. It's time for Off The Script.
What is going on, guys? JD from New York here. Thank you so much for tuning back into the channel. February 4th, 2017. Off The Script. The number one fucking podcast in your subscription boxes. Right here on YouTube.com. I want to thank everybody for showing your overwhelming love and support yesterday, man. Off The Script was fucking on fire yesterday. You guys hit about 8,000 likes in about 4 hours on that motherfucker, man. I can't thank you guys enough. Unbelievable support for Off The Script. And that's with the subscriber stories and then my own personal stories and just the way we deliver the news, man, going into the weekend. You guys love it, and I'm thankful for each and every fucking one of you that tune in and wait for Off The Script every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I want to thank my sponsors. I want to thank Audible. Audible is offering everybody that listens to Off The Script a free trial of the service, 30 days to try the service out for free, and that includes one free audio book. If you guys want to sign up for Audible, it's compatible with iPhone, Android, iPad, and your Samsung tablets. Make sure you guys visit audibletrial.com/offthescript, and you can try the service out free for 30 days. No matter what you guys are interested in, it's there. Over 180,000 books to choose from, including your favorite pro wrestling entities, man, like Daniel Bryan, Brock Lesnar, Hulk Hogan, Shawn Michaels, Mick Foley, Chris Jericho, Bob Holly, the death of WCW. It is all there for you to choose from. You get one free audio book if you sign up, 30 days to try it. And you know what? If you guys cancel, you get to keep your audio book. There's no better thing to do when you're on the train or at work bored or you're driving in the car to just turn on your iPad, turn on your mobile device, and just listen. Just listen as you go, man. That's the fucking best thing to do, man. I do it. I'm doing it now, man. I'd rather listen to fucking audiobooks or podcasts over my music nowadays. And if you guys want to try it out, like I said, audibletrial.com/off the script. And if you guys do sign up for the service, tweet me at JD from NY206. Tweet me a screenshot of what you guys signed up for, and I'll always retweet you guys, man, no matter what. Speaking of Off the Script and the podcast on all other platforms, you guys know that we are mainly on YouTube. YouTube is my best audience, man. It's my main audience. It's my main priority. It's at the top of my list when it comes to Off the Script. I also wanted to do iTunes, which we are a 5-star rated podcast. We are kicking ass on there. And we're on Podbean. I pay $10 a month for unlimited bandwidth on Podbean. And from Podbean, it gets shuffled to Audio Boom, Google Play Music, Stitcher Radio, all that shit, okay? But what I usually do with Off the Script for the people who rather wait and listen to it all in one shot, I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to switch it up for everybody that listens to the podcast everywhere else but YouTube. I'm going to do the same exact thing. The way I issue you guys Off the Script here on YouTube, I'm going to do the same thing for Off the Script on iTunes and all other platforms. I'm going to give it to you in 3 separate parts. And the reason why, and I was thinking about this earlier in the day when I was going to work. It's Friday afternoon now. It's about 4 o'clock. Just had some nice Chipotle, man. That chorizo is fucking delicious. I had a fucking burrito here about 15 minutes ago, man. All gone. Gone. Anyway, I'm thinking as I'm going to work today, what can I do differently, man? I'm just not happy with the presentation of the podcast, you know? And it's a lot of work to just take everything that I recorded and, you know, cut it and edit it and do it all myself, put a commercial in there, put an advertisement in there. So I'm thinking, what can I do to make my life easier? I got it. Just do what you do on YouTube, on iTunes. I already have whatever I'm recording. After I edit it for YouTube and I upload it, it's already there. All I gotta do is pull the audio. So that's what I'm gonna do. So for everybody that's listening to Off the Script on iTunes and Stitcher and Audio Boom and Google Play Music and Podbean, I'm gonna give it to you in 3 different parts. You guys are gonna get part 1, part 2, part 3 every single weekend starting on Sunday. So Sunday morning, you guys are going to get part 1 of Off the Script. That's when we're going to do it. We're going to do it Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And you guys are going to get Off the Script then. That's my new plan for the podcast and doing it, instead of doing it all in one shot. So let me know what you guys are thinking about that. If you guys do exclusively listen to it on there, or you listen to me and watch me here and then go back and listen to it again on iTunes, however you guys want to listen to it, I'm going to cut it up into 3 parts and do it on iTunes as well, because I think it's just easier for me, and I want to make my life easier. So that's the way we're going to do that, and I just wanted to fill you guys in on that. As always, follow me on Twitter for any more updates and channel updates and videos that automatically hit your sub boxes. Twitter is the best place to get notifications, at JD from NY206. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel, please do so. JD from NY206. There's always a fucking Off the Script every weekend, Off the Script Extra. I got my Resident Evil 7 gameplay, which I will be picking back up this weekend. I've been busy, and I've been tired, and work is fucking miserable. I just don't have enough time. I don't have, I have time, but I just don't have enough time to do everything I want to do. So that's pretty much coming this weekend as well. If you guys missed parts 1, 2, and 3 of my Resident Evil 7 walkthrough, great shit, man. Everybody seems to be enjoying it, and they can't wait for the next one, part 4. I will be picking up WWE 2K17 My Career again with Broken 9 to 5 and his Broken Brilliance. He just won the United States Championship from John Cena. What is he going to do with that U.S. title? That remains to be seen, man. But I tell you this, you guys are going to fucking love it. And wait till you see who his first opponent is for the United States Championship reign that will guarantee you, or guarantee everybody, that it will be brilliant. So I can't wait to show you guys that. So all that stuff is coming up. I just need some time. Plus, you know, today as I record this, it's 4 o'clock. Like I said, it's the 3-year anniversary of my grandfather's passing. You know, February 3rd is the 3-year anniversary. 2017 is the 3-year anniversary of my grandfather's passing. We talked about my grandfather a little bit on yesterday's show, and today is the official 3-year anniversary of his passing. So, I was listening to Alter Bridge, one of their new songs off their latest album, Last Hero. The song is called "You Will Be Remembered." And I'm at work this morning, and I couldn't get my fucking iPhone to work with Jim Ross's podcast. I wanted to listen to his Rumble analysis with Jason Powell of ProWrestling.net. Couldn't get it to work for some reason. I don't know what the fuck was going on. It eventually worked because I had to reset my phone. Something was like log jammed or fucking frozen on my phone, so I just reset it. Did a hard reset. But I was listening to Alter Bridge as I was setting up the shop this morning at work, and I just started crying for no reason, man. I was listening to Alter Bridge and the way Miles Kennedy sings. Yeah, it just really broke me down, man. I don't want to, cry in front of my boss, so I kind of jetted to the bathroom and I wiped my face. My eyes were all red all morning, just thinking about him, man. And it just brought out emotion to me when I listened to him sing, and I was listening to the song, and I thought back. I'm like, oh shit, it's February 3rd. That's why. So, my body knew. My mind wasn't there, but, my body knew what the fuck was going on. But, I miss him. I love him every day, and I believe he left us, a little bit too early. And fuck Alzheimer's, man. Really, fuck Alzheimer's. And I'm glad you guys are loving the subscriber stories. You guys have reached out to me on Twitter for the subscriber stories. You guys are loving it, man. Horse, I got your text, brother. If you're listening to me, I got your text. And Horse60, who is one of the very few guys that I trust, and I listen to his opinion on everything. He texted me before I even woke up for work this morning, and he is a Patreon, so he gets off the script early. And he texted me. He's like, "I'm doing a very, very good thing with the sub stories," and he loves it. And a lot of you guys reached out to me on Twitter as well for the sub stories. So we're doing good, man. We're doing good here on Off the Script, and I'm just glad that each and every one of you listening to me and watching me are enjoying it just as much as I am doing it for you guys. So thank you very much. I love each and every one of you. All right. Enough of the sappy shit. Let's get on with some news and rumors, man. Shall we? We got a lot to go over today. On Saturday, we're going to start off with this Tommy Dreamer story quickly. Wrestling fans know Tommy Dreamer as one of the most hardcore wrestlers in the history of the business. He is best known for his time in ECW, where he was a staple of the company. Fans have seen him take some incredible punishment in wrestling over the years and involved in some hardcore moments. Tommy Dreamer was actually involved in a freak accident at his home, but not in the wrestling ring. His dog scratched him in the eye, and it was so bad that he almost lost his eye. This is what he posted on Instagram. I don't have the picture, otherwise I'd show you guys, but he posted this on Instagram if you guys want to go check it for yourself. And I quote, "Scary day. I almost lost my eye. I was in bed, and I'm petting my dog. Switched to pet the other, and he lunged forward to get more scratching, and he put his paw right in my eye. I never felt so much pain, and I've been on fire. In barbed wire, tacks, hitting the balls with a cane. That knocked me out. Went to the doctor, scratched cornea. It ripped my contact in half. We can't find the other half. Doctor said contact probably saved my eye. Pain is pretty intense. Can't open it. Hopefully tomorrow is a better day." So that's some scary shit, man. That's some scary shit. Better watch out for the fucking dogs, They all want fucking affection and attention. I know little baby Bailey, every time I'm fucking recording Off the Script and she's trying to get into the door or into the room, and she tries putting her paws underneath the door, and people have told me don't declaw her, yada yada yada. I got Bacardi declawed, but I'm still thinking about doing it with her because the claw, I'm exactly what I'm afraid of, man. She's wild, and when I'm laying down, she's fucking jetting all over the place. She plays rough. So I don't know what's going on with that. People have told me not to declaw the cat. Some people don't mind it. Some people do. Whatever the case may be. Tommy Dreamer, I hope he gets better. That's some scary shit, man. Freak accident. Almost lost his eye. Apparently, the doctor said that his half a contact saved his eye. And this is a guy who has been on fire, like he said. He's been wrapped in barbed wire, thrown on tacks, hitting the balls with fucking canes. Thrown through tables. This guy's been through it all, and he says he's never felt so much pain before. So that's unbelievable, man. So Tommy Dreamer, hopefully he gets better, and that's some scary shit right there. Anything with the eyes also, fun fact, I get skeeved out, man. I really get skeeved out. So hopefully he gets better, and all of our well wishes with the innovator of violence, Tommy Dreamer. So possible good news here on Seth Rollins' front here with his injury. As noted prior, Seth Rollins was injured this past week at the hands of Samoa Joe. Not intentionally, clowns, okay? Rollins re-injured the same knee that forced him to miss several months and dropped the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. This has put his match with Triple H at WrestleMania 33 in serious question. Now, as far as his recovery time, it will be cutting it close for WrestleMania. It's been 8 weeks, okay? It's been diagnosed as 8 weeks. Meltzer reported that. But WWE might not put him back in the ring so soon due to lawsuits stemming from other WWE superstars. They could potentially be facing something serious if Rollins gets even more hurt. So they don't want nothing like that, and they are better off playing it safe. But the recovery time is going to be about 8 weeks. We got about 58 days till WrestleMania. It is going to be extremely close. And the only one I know that can make fucking Superman-esque comebacks like that and cut their recovery time in half is John Cena, because I don't think he's of this earth. I don't think John Cena is of this earth, man. I think he's an alien from another planet. I don't know his recovery power. It's like fucking if it was based on an RPG, I think John Cena would be the little fucking the one guy that heals the entire party. Remember in that fucking in Final Fantasy VIII, or was it Final Fantasy IX? That little fucking magic guy with the hat. You know, that's John Cena. You know, he's got Cure 1, Cure 2, and Cure 3. You know? That's John Cena. Cures the entire party, full hit points for everybody. You're fighting a big boss, all you gotta do is call on John Cena. He'll cure everybody in one fucking fell swoop, man. I don't know what the fuck is with that guy, but I've never seen anybody like him. He's the only one in WWE history that has come back fucking 7 months early from an injury that's supposed to keep him out 12. So I don't know what the fuck's going on with that, but Rollins is no John Cena. But it is cutting it close. And I don't think WWE is going to put Seth Rollins back in the ring so soon, even if he is cleared of the 8 weeks. Now, there is some good news on this situation. It is by speculation, by many sources, it appears that WWE is planning on using the injury as an angle on Raw over the next few weeks. They posted on their website that they will be providing a full medical update for everybody on Raw, and that Rollins is off all live events going forward. Update. The full extent of Seth Rollins' injury remains unknown, but WWE.com can confirm that the former WWE Champion has not been cleared to compete at WWE live events. A full medical update will be given on Monday Night Raw. If the injury was going to keep him out of WrestleMania, it is much more likely that WWE would break the news on their website and move forward with Triple H and a new opponent. The fact that there is a segment on Raw means that there is still a glimmer of hope for Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. So I don't even know what to say, man. Even if there is a glimmer of hope, I would have him sit out. I would honestly have him sit out. WWE should not risk Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, listen, Seth Rollins is the biggest babyface on Monday Night Raw, supposedly. Okay? Might not seem like it because he's got no fucking momentum. But Seth Rollins is the face of that brand. He was the number 1 fucking draft pick. He is the guy anchoring Monday Night Raw. Okay? It's not Kevin Owens. It's not Chris Jericho. It is, in retrospect, Seth Rollins. He is the man on Monday Night Raw. And no goons. It's not Roman Reigns either. Okay? Rollins is going to be so much more valuable to you for the rest of the year. Okay, I understand this is important. I understand this is WrestleMania. I understand that Triple H and Seth Rollins has been in the works for 2 years now. But is this match with Triple H worth Rollins getting even more injured, with the potential of him being out another 8 months and you don't have him at all for 2017? I mean, you got to think about it from a business aspect. Do you want this guy to go out there and completely fuck up his knee? Or do you want him to get the time needed, even though he's going to miss WrestleMania, get him the time needed to make a full recovery, get the doctor's clearance, go through 100% rehab, and then come back and do this thing the way it should have been done? Right. WWE's got enough resources to give us a WrestleMania that is worthy. Will they? Probably not. I don't like anybody's creative genius in there during WrestleMania season the last couple of years. They do exactly what we don't want them to do. So Seth Rollins, to me, should sit out WrestleMania, even if he is cleared, even if it is going to be cutting it close. He's going to try his damnedest because you know he doesn't want to fucking miss WrestleMania again for the second straight year. Keep him out. He's going to be more valuable to you the rest of the year than he is between now and April. Fuck it. You know, shit happens. Deal with it. He'll be back, and he'll be back stronger than ever. Just sit out, do what you got to do, and then come back and resume this thing with Triple H. All right? Listen to this. I got news on Triple H as well with a possible new opponent. All right? But I want to talk about this here. I don't know if this is a fucking bullshit story. I know that Ty Dillinger and WWE Creative, they didn't have anything much for him following the Royal Rumble, so they brought him right back down to NXT. He was at the full month of tapings for the month of February recently, so he is still in NXT, but everybody was expecting him on SmackDown Live this past Tuesday following the Royal Rumble. Everybody was asking me. I heard more questions about Ty Dillinger than I heard anything else on Tuesday. JD, where's Ty Dillinger? I don't fucking know. You want me to go call him up and fucking ask him, yo, perfect 10, hey Ty, where the fuck are you, bro? Everybody's asking, you know? How come you're negative 10, Ty Dillinger, this week? What the fuck's going on? Everybody wants to see the perfect 10. I don't know, guys. But apparently, this I came across, and it blew my fucking mind. Vince McMahon punishing Ty Dillinger after Royal Rumble performance. Before I even read this news article, can someone please tell me, because I'm pretty sure all of you watched the Rumble, what is it that Ty Dillinger did wrong in the Royal Rumble? Oh, that's right! He got over! What are they punishing him for? Came out at number 10, right? He got the biggest pop of the fucking night in the entire 30-man Rumble. Oh, that's right! He got a bigger reaction than Roman Reigns! Punish him! Punish him, Dunn! Hey, Vince, do you wanna punish the perfect 10, Ty Dillinger? You fuck that guy, man. I got the perfect teeth. You know? Are you fucking kidding me? Is this for real? They're punishing him for his Royal Rumble. What the fuck did he do? He was in there for 5 fucking minutes. What could he possibly do wrong? He was in there with Sami Zayn, and they worked on Braun Strowman for a little bit. And then Strowman eliminated him. I'm speechless. Absolutely fucking speechless. With the popularity and success of NXT, WWE is essentially building generation after generation of new talent to fill the main roster. Well, it doesn't believe that. You know? And Vince McMahon doesn't believe that. They use it as like, fuck these guys. You know? We didn't create these guys. This is not my creation. You know? Vince McMahon wants hands-on with everything, and that he's not hands-on with NXT. And Kevin Dunn realizes that when Triple H takes over, his teeth and his fucking fungus are gonna be fucking goodbye. You know? They'll be placed in the fucking forest somewhere where he can gnaw on some wood and live a happy fucking life in retirement. Him and his fucking salary that's worth more than what Vince McMahon makes in a fucking calendar year. Are you fucking kidding me? You're paying teeth more than the CEO. Really? Anyway, that's another story for a different day. Kevin Dunn. Kevin Dunn, man. Holy shit. I think when if I ever meet Kevin Dunn, I swear to God, it'll be the most viral video of all time, man. I'll go up to Kevin Dunn and I'll fucking shake his hand. I'll do Kevin Dunn, you know, and then I'll fucking do the beaver shit with the fucking teeth. That would be the greatest viral video in the creation if I did that, you know. But Kevin Dunn doesn't want to show himself in public, so I don't see that happening anytime soon. You know, maybe at WrestleMania. Maybe I'll run into him at Access. I don't know. Is he gonna? Would he be at Access? I would love an autograph. So fucking Nakamura, fuck a Bailey, a Sasha Banks. I want an autograph signing of Kevin Dunn. That's what I would pay my money. I would gladly pay $1.99 to get an autograph and a fucking picture with that guy. I swear to God, man. Anyway, what are we talking about here? Oh, yeah. -10 Ty Dillinger, according to Vince McMahon. As Ty Dillinger made his debut in the Royal Rumble, many thought he had finally hit the big time. But it appears as if Vince McMahon is not yet ready for him to make that jump. Well, when Vince McMahon lays his head down at night and then wakes up in the morning, and the only thing that he thinks about before he goes to sleep, and the first thing he thinks about when he wakes up is fucking Roman Reigns. How could he have any time for anybody? Dillinger's inclusion in the Royal Rumble is something that had been rumored for a long time. And if WWE did not have him come out at number 10, it would have been a total waste. If they put anybody in that number 10 spot at the Royal Rumble, they would have been fucking booed out of the building. The building. So it had to be Ty Dillinger. I don't think Ty Dillinger, if he's in any Royal Rumbles after this, I don't think he can come out at any other number, to be honest with you. His forever number is number 10. So he's either going to lose the Rumble or win the Rumble at number 10. It's just the way it's got to be. Still, he received a tremendous response from the crowd that chanted 10 for virtually every single thing he did in the ring. While some believed he would now move to Monday Night Raw or SmackDown Live, it appears as if Vince McMahon is not ready for that to happen. According to a report from WWE insiders, Vince McMahon wasn't overly pleased with Ty Dillinger's debut and is thinking of punishing him by keeping him in NXT. Let me rephrase that. Vince McMahon wasn't overly pleased with Ty Dillinger's debut and is thinking of rewarding him by keeping him in NXT. Because that's all it is. Does Vince McMahon really think a punishment to anybody is keeping him in NXT? I guarantee you could take a fucking anonymous vote from everybody that just graduated from NXT. That's on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown. And I would love to see the poll results. Would you rather stay on Raw or would you rather go down to NXT? Overwhelmingly, 100% of them would say, I would rather be down at NXT. 0% would say they would want to be on Monday Night Raw. So if Vince McMahon thinks this is a punishment to Ty Dillinger to bring him back down to NXT, please punish Sasha. Punish Bayley. Punish Sami Zayn. Please. I'd love to see it. I'm pretty sure they love to see it as well. But the Ascension is used here as an example. They were tearing through NXT and look to be one of the best. They would love to be down in NXT. They look to be one of the next big teams in all of wrestling. Upon being brought up to the main roster, they haven't done a goddamn fucking thing and now are seen as jobbers for SmackDown Live. Same thing with Tyler Breeze. Same thing with Bo Dallas. Neville would have been in this discussion about 6 months ago, you know? Ty Dillinger was reportedly going to make his debut on SmackDown Live this week and move immediately into a feud with Dean Ambrose over the Intercontinental Championship. Obviously, that did not happen as Ambrose was named one of the 6 participants in the Elimination Chamber. While Vince McMahon wasn't overly thrilled with the Royal Rumble debut of Ty Dillinger, Triple H seemed rather impressed. So what does it got to take to impress Vince McMahon? The guy had 52,000 fucking people chanting 10. They counted down with everything that he did with the 10. People were expecting him to be number 10. Crowd popped when they heard that fucking music. It just seemed like a fucking huge moment. What didn't he like? And then after he got into the ring, what did he do that deserved punishment? I don't think he did. I don't think he was in there long enough to fucking fuck up. He was in and he was out. When everybody seen that he was eliminated, it kind of sucked the fucking wind out of the place. They just threw him in there because, like I said, if there was anybody else at that number 10 spot, they would have been booed out of the fucking building. It would have been a Rey Mysterio from 2014 all over again. Adding a little bit of credibility to this rumor is that not only was Dillinger not on SmackDown this week, but he was also, like I said, at the NXT tapings for February. As reported by PW Mania, the tapings took place on Wednesday night and will air throughout the month. At NXT TakeOver San Antonio, Dillinger lost a singles match against Eric Young of Sanity, and it appears as if that program is continuing. The tapings at Full Sail University saw Dillinger called out by Eric Young, who said the Perfect 10 now belongs to Sanity after his loss at TakeOver. Dillinger refused to join and ended up being attacked by Sanity, but Roderick Strong and No Way Jose made the save to make the fans very happy. Ooh, I'm sorry. Did I spoil something for you guys? Oh, well. Oh, well. Still, it does seem as if Dillinger will be in NXT at least a few more weeks as he wrestled matches for episodes airing through February 15th. After performing on both Saturday and Sunday nights, Ty Dillinger commented on how busy he's been while he was in Texas. Maybe WWE simply doesn't have the right storyline or angle in place for him at this point and don't want to waste his complete debut before it is the perfect time. Having Ty Dillinger debut at number 10 in the Royal Rumble was an ideal thing for WWE to do, but no one ever said it was his official call-up to the main roster. While everybody tweeted me thinking that it was never meant to be seen that way. While it is true that NXT is Triple H's pride and joy, Vince McMahon still has the ultimate decision in the big moves. If he wants somebody, he wants somebody. If he doesn't want anybody, well, they just got to continue working at it. Dillinger is a great talent, and he has a huge fan base, but the Perfect 10 doesn't seem to be ready just yet for SmackDown Live, although NXT isn't really any type of punishment to anybody whatsoever. So that is the latest on that story. I honestly am under the impression that Ty Dillinger will be brought up at some point in 2017. I mean, it's a no-brainer. But if you really want to make Ty Dillinger into something down in NXT, I honestly think giving him a shot at Bobby Roode at the NXT Championship is a thing that they should really think about. I mean, if they want to do something for TakeOver Orlando WrestleMania weekend and have Ty Dillinger just come out of this funk, come out of this feud of just losing, and this feud with Sanity and Eric Young, and just, you know, go into WrestleMania the biggest underdog since, I don't know, Daniel Bryan, because he's the biggest underdog that we know of in modern WWE history, you know. If they want to do that, Ty Dillinger winning the title from Bobby Roode at NXT TakeOver Orlando would be a fucking huge deal. Doesn't got to be a long reign. He could lose in the next taping, you know. But if they want to give him a rub before calling him up, that would be fucking phenomenal. And then Nakamura can sell this, you know, this work injury that he's got, and he can come back and then challenge Bobby Roode for the championship and beat Bobby Roode, you know. So Bobby Roode can lose the title to Dillinger, Bobby Roode will win the title back, and then Nakamura can win the title back from Bobby Roode. Because I don't see Nakamura being called up until later this year. But I'm hearing rumors right now. Rumors are that the NXT Championship match is going to be Bobby Roode versus Nakamura versus Chris Hero at NXT TakeOver Orlando. That is the latest I heard as far as rumors go. Don't know if that's for sure, because Chris Hero, I don't believe, was at the tapings. I don't think he was at the tapings this February. But he is there. He was shown backstage with Nakamura in that WWE exclusive clip that they showed after Nakamura lost his title. He was there trying to console Nakamura before they carted him away to the doctor's office. But that's the latest I heard on that. But Ty Dillinger, this has got to be a bullshit story. You know, maybe WWE simply didn't have anything for him and they didn't want to debut him. But Vince McMahon punishing Ty Dillinger, I could see Vince McMahon doing that because he's a fucking idiot. But there's nothing to punish him on. He didn't do anything. He got the biggest reaction of the entire 30-man Battle Royal. And people loved seeing him on Sunday night. He didn't do anything. He was in there for 5 minutes. He was going back and forth with Braun Strowman, with Sami Zayn. There's nothing to punish him on. You're punishing somebody for absolutely no reason. You're punishing somebody for getting over on his own with something that he came up with on his own. So I don't understand why you got to punish somebody because he's successful. It doesn't make any sense. The pettiness of WWE is astonishing. I just don't get it, you know? Guys like Ty Dillinger, you should give an ultimate opportunity to. No matter if it's a flash in the pan type deal, no matter, you know, if the perfect 10 gimmick or the 10 chance or the fucking hype around his gimmick will be something that dies out quick. You never know unless you give the fucking guy a chance. Everybody deserves a shot. Everybody. Especially if they're working their way up through NXT. Everybody deserves a shot. Come on, man. I want to see Ty Dillinger get his due diligence. I want to see Ty Dillinger get a shot at succeeding big time in WWE. No solid plans for Dean Ambrose at WrestleMania 33. Well, you want to punish Ty Dillinger. You got something right there for him. But now you got no solid plans for Dean Ambrose at WrestleMania 33. Give me a fucking break. How stupid can you be? Jesus Christ. It's funny that story bled right into this one. According to the all-seeing eye, Dave Meltzer, there are no solid plans yet for the Intercontinental Championship come WrestleMania, with an already full card featuring Oldberg and Brock Lesnar, Triple H against Seth Rollins, and I use that in quotes, if Rollins is cleared to compete, and supposedly The Undertaker versus No Man Gaines. Many superstars will seemingly get shafted, including Dean Ambrose. I don't think that should be the case. He's the fucking Intercontinental Champion. You shouldn't have gave him the Intercontinental Championship if you didn't have anything lined up for him at WrestleMania. Bullshit. In fact, several major names might not even have major matches, such as the rumors of John Cena and Nikki Bella teaming up to take The Miz and Maurice-san in a mixed tag team match. There's also Randy Orton's match, where his opponent will be decided in the Elimination Chamber this coming February 12th. There's also the Andre the Giant Waste of Time Battle Royal, and the rumored Fatal 4-Way between Sasha Banks, Charlotte, Bayley, and Nia Jax. WWE could have the championship defended in a multi-man bout, similar to what they've done the last two WrestleMania events. Ambrose has been a major star and a cornerstone for the company for the better part of the year, and that is odd that there is seemingly nothing planned for him. He worked most matches in 2016, so the lack of plans for him is very startling. A ladder match, like in previous years, will not work. Okay, if you got The Miz and John Cena in something, if you got Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton in something already, who's Ambrose going to be facing in a ladder match? You got Baron Corbin, you got Kalisto, you got Dolph Ziggler, you got Apollo Crews, right? I guess it could work. I mean, I would like to see Dolph Ziggler on WrestleMania's card. I would like to see Apollo Crews be given a platform at WrestleMania. But those are or Luke Harper. You could put Luke Harper in there. Maybe they do have enough for a ladder match. But it's not something that I want to see. If you're having a multi-women's match, a fatal 4-way for the Raw Women's Championship, and more than likely you're going to include a multi-women match for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship with Becky, Alexa, and Mickie James, maybe Naomi, something along those lines. How many multi-man matches do you need at WrestleMania? One multi-person match is okay. 3? That's a little bit overkill, man. That just shows me that, we're trying to fit everybody on the card, and we don't give a shit if it makes sense or not. We just want everybody on there. Not everybody belongs on the main card of WrestleMania. That's why you have a fucking pre-show. That's why you have a fucking 3-hour pre-show, bro. That's its own pay-per-view, okay? Now, realistically, WrestleMania should be 5 hours of wrestling, but with these goons who run WWE, it's about the entertainment factor. It's about bringing Hollywood into the world of sports entertainment. It's about this. It's about that. Everything other than fucking wrestling at WrestleMania. The fucking word wrestle is in the name of the fucking event. Why isn't that your top priority when it comes to WrestleMania? Are you out of your fucking mind here? WrestleMania sells itself. People will want to be associated with WrestleMania because of what it has become in modern pop culture. I want to see wrestling. And by the rumored card that was unveiled today by NoDQ.com and WrestleZone, amongst other sources, they might make this show worse than last year's show. And last year there was no Rollins, there was no Sting, there was no John Cena. There was so many guys out. Right? Neville was out. Now you got everybody back. You got a full fucking roster healthy, minus Seth Rollins, and you're going to give me a card worse than last year's? How is that even possible? But you got no solid plans for Dean Ambrose. No, you know what? You have plans for Dean Ambrose. You don't care about Dean Ambrose enough to give him solid plans. I mean, he's only holding the second most important title in the fucking company, right? Well, his name is not Roman Reigns. We can't give him anything big. Fuck him. or he's not a part-time. Ambrose works a full-time schedule. He's not qualified to have anything solid at WrestleMania. So, you mean to tell me with the rumors of Bill Goldberg taking the Universal Championship off of Kevin Owens, you're gonna have a fucking part-time guy who signed a 3-match contract to take the title off a full-time guy who's been there every single show? That's what your priority is for WrestleMania. But guys like Ambrose and Kevin Owens, yeah, fuck them. Ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. The SmackDown Live roster in general seems to be getting the short end of the stick with no definitive ideas for their Women's Championship, Tag Team Championship, and now the Intercontinental Championship. But really nothing has been confirmed at all as of yet. Ambrose has had a wild 2016 where he fought Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 32 in an all-holds-barred street fight, which was fucking awful, by the way. A match that Lesnar won. It was a glorified squash in 12 minutes at WrestleMania. Prior to that, he challenged Triple H for the WWE Championship back in March at Roadcock, or Cock Block, which that should have been the main event of WrestleMania, if you ask me. After everything that we've seen and seen WWE go through last year with injuries, Triple H versus Dean Ambrose should have been the main event of WrestleMania, not the other way around, not Roman Reigns. So they already fucked up. Imagine what WWE could have done with WrestleMania last year if they went with many of the ideas given to them by the fans. No, but they give us the worst fucking card of all time. One of the worst WrestleManias ever. Coincidentally took place in the largest arena, the largest stadium in the fucking United States. Horrible. Absolutely fucking horrible. He would go on to win Money in the Bank against Cesaro, Del Rio, Owens, Zayn, and Jericho, and then cash it in the very same night against Seth Rollins, who beat Roman Reigns for the title. That's when Roman Reigns was suspended for his wellness policy violation. He defeated both Rollins and Reigns in the much-anticipated triple threat match at Battleground to retain. He would then drop the title to AJ Styles at the SmackDown Live exclusive pay-per-view Backlash and spend the next few months trying to regain his title. The program culminated at tables, ladders, and chairs in a unbelievable main event where Styles retained. When 2017 arrived, Dean Ambrose defeated The Miz to become the Intercontinental Champion. He is due to compete in the Elimination Chamber at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view against Bray Wyatt, Baron Corbin, AJ Styles, The Miz, and John Cena, who is the WWE Champion on February 12th. Ambrose, along with Wyatt, Styles, and Corbin, will be making his Elimination Chamber debut. Ambrose is not expected to win this match, and with many betting that Bray Wyatt will outlast the rest to finally claim the WWE Championship that has eluded him for 4 years on WWE's main roster. In fact, Wyatt only won his first championship back in December of last year. He became Tag Team Champion with Randy Orton as they defeated American Alpha. And then they lost the titles back to Alpha a month later. If Wyatt were to win, it would be the culmination to his and Randy Orton's program, where Orton joined the Wyatt family back in October of last year. Many are unsure of who will turn on who, but the implosion of the Uneasy Alliance is all too imminent, especially with Luke Harper's face turn and constant distrust of Orton while he has been in the family. At WrestleMania, many are expecting Orton and Wyatt to fight. Hopefully WWE does come up with a solid plan for Dean Ambrose, as it would seem an injustice to not give him a good place on the match card after a very, very good 2016. I actually seen a picture of AJ Styles and Dean Ambrose at a recent house show, and AJ Styles and Dean Ambrose were going one-on-one, and there was a still shot of AJ Styles holding up the Intercontinental Championship as if he was gunning for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, I wouldn't mind that at all. I think AJ Styles is the personification of what a champion should be in WWE. But I would like AJ Styles to remain in contention for the WWE Championship. If they want to give me Ambrose versus Styles again, I mean, I think the two work very well together. I just don't want to see it. I mean, it's been done time and time and time again. I mean, who wants to see that shit? When WrestleMania comes, we should be given the best. AJ Styles is the best. Dean Ambrose has been very good with AJ Styles, but I don't see that as a WrestleMania-worthy match. Now, there are rumors going around that AJ Styles could potentially stare down Samoa Joe at WrestleMania. because WWE has plans for, right now, tentatively, nothing is confirmed by any means, but they are thinking, and ideas have been pushed through, about Triple H fighting Shane McMahon at WrestleMania in a brand warfare type thing. I don't necessarily like that either, because I don't want the McMahon family saga to, be the top priority for WrestleMania. But it will get AJ Styles out of that Shane McMahon match that's being rumored that nobody seems to be interested in. That would free him up for a match with Samoa Joe. How do they come about that remains to be seen, but it is a possibility. It is a possibility. Or AJ Styles could be thrusted into the Bray Wyatt-Randy Orton match and make that a triple threat match at WrestleMania. I don't know. They got a few different ways to go about it. How they get there remains to be seen. But I'm talking about Ambrose. He needs to be in something important, man. The Intercontinental Championship needs to be on the main card. It needs to be defended. It needs to be spotlighted. To not have Ambrose defend that title at WrestleMania and to not have Ambrose on the main show in itself is a fucking crime. After what The Miz did with that Intercontinental Championship all year, you're not going to focus on that and make it a priority at WrestleMania. That is an absolute fucking sin. That is terrible. That is terrible business by WWE. And they should be fucking ashamed of themselves. They take something and let The Miz run with it that was pretty much fucking non-existent. Nobody cared about it. The Miz made it important. The Miz brought some fucking spotlight back on the Intercontinental Championship. They take it off The Miz. They put it on Ambrose because they want to push him as the champion through WrestleMania. And then we got reports now that they got nothing for Dean Ambrose. Of course you got something for Dean Ambrose. You just don't want to go through with it. Because you're worried about the fucking part-timers and you're worried about fucking Lesnar and you're worried about Goldberg and you're worried about fucking Roman Reigns. Come on, bro. Terrible. This company, I just don't understand how it's headed down the same path as last year. How are you going to give us a show worse than last year when you have a full fucking roster? Ty Dillinger apparently is being punished, right? But instead of giving us Ty Dillinger on the main roster and putting him in a feud with fucking Dean Ambrose, now they want to keep him down in NXT and punish him. Fuck out of here. So stupid. So fucking stupid. That's something planned with The Miz and Ty Dillinger too. They had a fucking tweet battle. Miz made fun of him being in developmental for 10 years while The Miz was IC champion. That would have been a great match at WrestleMania. Ty Dillinger winning the IC title from The Miz at WrestleMania? No, they want to punish him. They want to punish him. Stay down at NXT. You're punished. Okay. I get all my fucking travel and hotel comms when we travel. I got the Performance Center. Fuck Raw. I'd love to stay in Orlando. Who the fuck? Punished. Okay. Fuck out of here. It's like your parents grounding you, but they're still allowing you to fucking play video games and go out at night drinking and fucking sneak over to your girlfriend's house. Where were you? I was over at Denise's house. Oh, okay. Just make sure you're tucked in. Yeah, but you're grounded. You're grounded. What sense does that fucking make? Anyway. Moving on here. I'm all over the place today. I don't know why. Anyway, WWE contacted Lita for a potential match with Charlotte at WrestleMania. More part-timers, right? So, what is it now? Now you want to use Lita and her legacy to enhance Charlotte already more than you've done? I mean, 4 women's championships in 1 calendar year is not good enough, right? An undefeated pay-per-view streak, some fake streak, is not good enough. Now you want to give her Lita. They've contacted Lita. Yeah, but they fired Lita. Lita left the company. We never got a resolution on that. We don't got any fucking reasoning for why Lita left the company. But now they want Lita back. WWE officials always want to make WrestleMania something very special. So having 2 WWE superstars from 2 different eras compete in a dream match makes the show a once-in-a-lifetime show. For WrestleMania 33, WWE is trying to give the WWE Universe a dream match in the women's division we never thought we'd get to see. They're currently making phone calls to many former female wrestlers to see if there is any interest, and we discussed that on yesterday's show. It's been reported that WWE officials are planning a fatal 4-way at WrestleMania for the Raw Women's Championship. In that scenario, Charlotte would defend the title against Bayley, Sasha Banks, and Nia Jax on the grandest stage of them all. On paper, it would allow there to be a title change and for Charlotte's pay-per-view undefeated streak to end without her being involved in the finish, which may keep her momentum. That seems to be the plan for Raw right now, but it's being rumored that some of the former WWE superstars that WWE officials are contacting could change those plans. For instance, there are 3 names that WWE have come to light as possible opponents for Charlotte at WrestleMania. Thus far, Trish Stratus, Jazz, and Lita have received phone calls offering the opportunity to face Charlotte in Orlando this year. There's no question that Charlotte is the best performer in the women's division of WWE. Arguably, she's the best pure athlete and female performer in WWE history. She's been the center of almost every major match in WWE's women's division over the past few years. The entire division is stacked and has a lot of depth on both Raw and SmackDown. Oh my God. Oh my God. Are you fucking kidding me? The entire division is stacked and has a lot of depth on both Raw and SmackDown. You gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. Who writes this shit? Jesus Christ. Oh my God, man. Let me catch my breath. That's hilarious. That's hilarious, man. The only thing that is stacked is the fucking pancakes that I had at Denny's last time I went down to Atlantic City, man. They give you a fucking stack of pancakes this big and this thick. That's the only thing that I've seen recently that's been stacked, you know? The deck is going to be stacked against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania with his match with The Undertaker, you know? Your sister's fucking Wednesday nights are stacked with fucking JD and his fucking, and his priority seating, you know? In, what was the fucking section those idiots got removed from? Section D1, right? Your sister sat in my section D1. That's the only thing that's been stacked with her. Yeah, just ask your mother on fucking Tuesday night. Anyway. Charlotte has been called the queen of WWE for a reason. It's obvious WWE officials would prefer to have Charlotte in a singles match for the Raw Women's title at WrestleMania. Yeah, so would I. Until the rumored Fatal 4-Way comes to light, the expectation was Bayley versus Charlotte would happen at the event. Now it seems that WWE is looking for a bigger name to challenge Charlotte for her throne. So I guess Bayley and Sasha, they've been on TV every week, but we don't give a fuck about you. We really don't. You know, we're gonna. Hey, Lita, listen, we got 2 capable women of giving the fans a great match at WrestleMania, but you know what? Fuck them. We're looking for something bigger. We're looking for something better. You know, how old are you now? 48? Really? Yeah, we want you against Charlotte. Yeah. We'll throw you 6 figures. We'll get you back on TV. We'll tease you winning the championship. You'll be at WrestleMania. It's a win-win. Okay. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Really? After I just got complaining about fucking Oldberg and Brock Lesnar, now you're going to give me Lita? I mean, it sounds interesting, but you're going to bypass everything you talked about with Bayley? I doubt it. I think WWE goes with Bayley, and they give Bayley her WrestleMania moment, and it'll be a good way to get Sasha a heel. You know, Sasha could turn heel at WrestleMania as well. That should be the main priority. Your women now should be your main priority as you build towards storylines after WrestleMania. No, we want to bring in Lita and then never hear from her again. Doesn't make any sense. It's obvious that WWE officials would prefer Charlotte to have a singles match. It would be very similar to what NXT did with Asuka and Mickie James at TakeOver Toronto. Trish Stratus, Jazz, and Lita are all capable of working with Charlotte on the grandest stage, but who is the most likely to get the chance? Unfortunately, Trish Stratus just had another baby, so she is likely out of the running. Jazz is a very good competitor in the ring, and she is still wrestling on the independent scene, but the WWE Universe may not remember her very well. That leaves Lita as the most realistic option. Lita is a WWE Hall of Famer. While most people believe Trish Stratus was the greatest female wrestler in WWE history, there are a lot of people who feel that belongs to Lita instead. She has not wrestled inside a WWE ring since Survivor Series 2006 against Mickie James. It was an unsatisfying ending to her WWE career because her heat with the fans became so personal that she had to end her wrestling career. Over the past couple of years, Lita has been more involved with the WWE and has worked with the company on many different projects for the WWE Network. It was reported that she finished with the WWE in whatever role she had backstage and behind the scenes, but it seems like she left WWE on good terms. After all these years, someone like Lita stepping back into the ring for one more match to take on Charlotte would be something special you'd only see once in a lifetime. If Charlotte versus Lita were to happen in Orlando at WrestleMania 33, it would be much more satisfying to end her WWE career that way. It would also be a great thing to see the torch passed to Charlotte from Lita at WrestleMania 33. I think WWE is better off just going with the Bayley-Sasha triple threat. Make it a ladder match. You want to get the women over. People are going to be more invested in that. Have Bayley win the championship. Charlotte doesn't have to be pinned to lose her streak. They can build Sasha up as being the jealous best friend. Attack on Bayley afterwards. There's your next matchup. You got Sasha and Bayley for the women's championship. If you want to bring in Lita for something towards SummerSlam in a passing of the torch type aspect, you could do that. You don't need to do it at WrestleMania simply because it's WrestleMania. That's so cliche. Stick with what you got. You got enough working in that company right now to give us the best WrestleMania of all time. But WWE doesn't want to do it. They have no trust. They have no faith. They have no fucking no desire to push anybody that is seen on WWE television. They always want to dip into the fucking cookie jar and pull out a legend. Oh, let's get Dwayne. Oh, let's get Lita. Oh, let's get Goldberg. Oh, let's try for Shawn Michaels. Oh, let's try for Austin. Is he available? Stop living in the fucking past and use what you have access to right now on that roster. You and everybody associated with the fucking company that is working shows and live events now would be better off for it. Don't give me these fucking part-timers anymore. What are you going to do when you have no more part-timers? What are you going to do when they're all too old and they don't want to do it anymore? Oh, wow. I got to push the talent I got now. Don't look at it as a bad thing. I don't think WWE realizes they have the most talented fucking roster that they've ever had. Use it. Care for it. And mold it into superstars that we want to see each and every week. They don't care, and they don't do. Moving on here, guys. I'm going to make this the last story of this episode, okay? I did mention in the beginning intro that I have a story here about John Cena's title win at the Royal Rumble and how WWE downplayed it. They really didn't go all out for John Cena tying Ric Flair's 16th world title reign. I'm going to save that for tomorrow, okay? Because I don't have any other news right now that's scrolling across my subscription newsletters. So we'll save that for tomorrow. We're going to end with this one here. Seth Rollins' injury could result in a huge WrestleMania match for Triple H. One of the matches that WWE has been planning for WrestleMania for months now is Seth Rollins vs. Triple H, as you guys already know. This all started when Triple H turned on Rollins last year at SummerSlam. However, Seth Rollins' injury might force the WWE to change their plans. According to Mike Johnson of the PW Insider, the WWE is considering Triple H versus Shane McMahon if Seth Rollins is unable to compete at WrestleMania. Seth Rollins' injury took place on Monday Night Raw this week when Samoa Joe made his main roster debut and took him out with the attack. Unfortunately, Rollins re-injured his surgically repaired knee during the attack and might miss his second straight WrestleMania due to injury. The WWE admitted to the Seth Rollins injury on WWE.com, saying the former WWE champion has been pulled from all live events. An update has been promised for Monday Night Raw next week. And I quote from WWE.com, the full extent of Seth Rollins' injury remains unknown, but WWE.com can confirm that the former WWE champion has not been cleared to compete at WWE live events this weekend. Full medical update will be given this Monday night on Raw. End quote. While the Seth Rollins vs. Triple H match has been built nicely, from the Triple H turn to Rollins appearing on NXT TakeOver San Antonio last week, there was also a lot of promise in the Triple H vs. Shane McMahon match that's been rumored for months now. Originally, Shane McMahon was rumored to wrestle AJ Styles at WrestleMania, giving Styles a high-profile match despite no longer being in the WWE Championship picture. At the moment, John Cena is not expected to retain the world title after Elimination Chamber, and the WWE World title match is looking to pit Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton. However, Shane McMahon has always had a competitive rivalry with Triple H, mostly behind the scenes in WWE. With sibling rivalry between Shane and Stephanie McMahon, it could also really put a compelling storyline together between the two superstars. There's also another positive to Shane versus Triple H at WrestleMania if Rollins' injury sidelines him for yet another year. This could free up AJ Styles for an amazing WrestleMania opportunity against Samoa Joe, as Joe is rumored also to be headed back to SmackDown Live if Rollins is indeed out with injury. While those rumors indicate that Samoa Joe will be starting a feud with John Cena, the main WWE rumors right now are that John Cena and his real-life girlfriend Nikki Bella will team up to fight The Miz and Maurice in a mixed tag team match that might be the final one in Nikki Bella's career. If the Seth Rollins injury results in Shane versus Triple H at WrestleMania, that could possibly open up the chance for AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe at WrestleMania. That could be monstrous, especially for fans who have followed their career in TNA. AJ, Samoa Joe, and Christopher Daniels were the biggest faces of TNA Impact Wrestling during the company's biggest boom. They put on amazing matches against each other for the X Division Championship and made TNA must-watch television every time they mixed it up. The idea of Samoa Joe and AJ Styles, the former faces of TNA wrestling in WWE, that was once a pipe dream. The idea that they could now wrestle at WrestleMania is a TNA fan's dream come true. The Seth Rollins injury was tragic and robbed him of yet another huge WrestleMania performance, but it could end up giving longtime fans a huge WrestleMania moment. I don't know how likely this is. I've also heard rumors that Triple H wants nothing to do with Shane McMahon at WrestleMania because whatever's going on backstage is so heated and so frustrating between both parties that they don't want that out in the public and they don't want that portrayed on storyline. I've heard Triple H through various stories. He doesn't want any part of it. He doesn't want to do it. Now, I doubt we see it this time around because Rollins is hurt. I think WWE is really pushing the Seth Rollins thing, and Rollins really wants to push it through WWE that he wants to be back. He wants this match with Triple H. This is important to him. So WWE is going to give Rollins the benefit of the doubt. I don't think it's wise to have him come back. They're going to be cutting it close. I would not risk this guy furthering injury at all for this one match, but they're going to give him the benefit of the doubt instead of going with AJ Styles and Samoa Joe and using Shane McMahon at Triple H. If it doesn't happen, I say do the AJ Styles Shane McMahon match. Save Samoa Joe and AJ Styles for another time. And I say, listen, you know, you guys want to fucking shit all over me. I think Sami Zayn fits into this perfectly. You know? Oh, Sami Zayn is not good enough. He's not big enough. He's not fucking ready. All this shit I'm hearing about Sami Zayn. He's a cab driver. He should be driving an Uber. Fuck this guy. Who cares what you think? If it fits into the storyline, why not do it? How many new superstars has Monday Night Raw created? One. Braun Strowman. Everybody else is looked at the same way you're looking at Sami Zayn. You think it's Sami Zayn's fault that he's not over? You think it's Sami Zayn's fault that you're saying that type of shit about Sami Zayn? Of course it's not his fault. It's fucking Monday Night Raw's fault. You know who's running that fucking show? You got a bunch of fucking idiots with half a brain running that show. No, but it's Sami Zayn's fault though, right? You're like, he has control over anything that they do. He says, you know, he does what he says. He's given a fucking script. He's done what he says, and he goes out there and he gets paid. He's a fucking puppet. So you got no right to say that Sami Zayn is those things because of what you think of him, of what you see on television. What you see on television is a product of WWE. They haven't created any new stars at all for Monday Night Raw. Now is the opportunity to start doing that. And if you see that opportunity, WWE better capitalize it. Sami Zayn versus Triple H would absolutely fit like a fucking glove at WrestleMania. Sami Zayn worked in NXT for Triple H. Nobody knows Sami Zayn better than Triple H. Triple H always works with the younger guys, the smaller guys, better anyway. Look what he did with Daniel Bryan. I mentioned this on yesterday's show. They had the match of the fucking night at WrestleMania 30. So why wouldn't this work? Sami Zayn doesn't need to be as over as Daniel Bryan. Nobody's going to be as over as Daniel Bryan. If you think that's even possible with anybody nowadays, you're sadly mistaken. Sami Zayn versus Triple H would be fan-fucking-tastic at WrestleMania. Then you could do AJ versus Shane, which some weird part of me is intrigued about. Obviously, you won't have AJ in the world title picture, but that's WWE's doing. That's WWE's choice. They want to go with Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton. And no matter who comes out of that, whether it's Bray Wyatt or Randy Orton, they're going to be looking at AJ Styles. So AJ's not going to be in the title picture for just a little bit. And we can guarantee AJ versus Orton or AJ versus Wyatt or both of them is coming. And that's going to be great for everybody. So if we have to sit through Shane McMahon versus AJ Styles, which looks like they're headed in that direction anyway, I'm okay with that. I'm not going to bitch and moan about AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon. It's going to be a fucking hellacious battle. You know? So, I got no issue with that. But if you want an opponent for Triple H, Sami Zayn is that guy. Samoa Joe, what do? I mentioned Finn Balor. Finn Balor can come to the aid of Seth Rollins. Now, it might not make sense. It might not make sense whatsoever, but he doesn't have to be involved in Seth Rollins. Because Seth Rollins injured him. Seth Rollins took the title. Or unofficially took the title off of him. But Finn Balor and Samoa Joe's history speaks for itself. Finn Balor could just come back and say, Joe, I had enough of your shit. I dealt with it down at NXT, and I'm immediately taking you out now. I don't want to deal with this shit no more. I dealt with you down at NXT. Now all of a sudden you're coming up here and starting the same shit that I got away from? Not on my watch. Simple. Simple as that. Simple as cake. Joe versus Balor, Zayn versus Triple H, AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon, and Rollins can sit out. It's okay. I'm alright with that. I'm okay with that. It's better than what they got going on now. It's better than the fucking card they gave us now. No question. But if Rollins is not cleared, they are at least talking about Shane McMahon versus Triple H for WrestleMania 33. Let me know what you guys think about all of that. And that is it, guys. That is pretty much everything, man. Stories I got tomorrow. We're going to go over that John Cena story. WWE downplaying his title win at the Royal Rumble. Rey Mysterio making a WWE return. He could be at WrestleMania 33. I do have ideas, and I pitched ideas for Rey Mysterio versus Neville for the Cruiserweight Championship. Also, real reason why Randy Orton won the Royal Rumble. Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg at WrestleMania is getting special treatment. Vince McMahon is booking the entire angle by himself. Universal Championship plans laid out for Fastlane on WrestleMania following the Royal Rumble. Doesn't sound good for Kevin Owens. And Samoa Joe possibly being moved to SmackDown. Another plan being thrown around if Rollins is not cleared. So all that plus so much more on tomorrow's show. Thank you guys so much. If you guys are watching on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. If you guys are listening on iTunes, hit that rating, man. 5-star rating on iTunes. I would greatly appreciate it. Leave me a comment on Podbean if you guys are listening on there. Thank you to Audible for sponsoring the podcast. I can't get it out of my mouth. Show some love to Audible. I would greatly appreciate that. You got a 30-day free trial of the service. And make sure you guys get your one free audio book from Audible and courtesy of Off The Script. Follow me on Twitter at JD from NY206. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you have not done so already, JD from NY206. Go get your t-shirts, barbershopwindow.com, the official place. We are official partner with Barbershop Window. Get your WrestleMania merchandise early before you go down to WrestleMania with some Off The Script t-shirts. Roman Reigns, Eva Marie, Dana Brooke. You got the Big Show. So get your shit right there on Barbershop Window. And that's pretty much it, man. Patreon, if you guys want to support through Patreon, patreon.com/JD from NY206. If you guys enjoy what you hear, if you guys want to support the YouTube channel or the podcast, if you guys can afford it, never an obligation. It's always there for you guys to show some love and support. I am JD. Like I said, hit that thumbs up on YouTube. And I will see you all tomorrow on Sunday for part 3 of this weekend's Off The Script. Until then, I am JD. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all on Sunday morning for part 3, episode 155. Talk to you later.